Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the weekly reading for the lovely sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. We're going to use the Rider-Waite deck for your reading today. Please keep in mind that it is only a general reading, so it may not resonate with you. You know how to check out other aspects of your natal chart or choose another reader. If you would like to know anything about me or you're interested in readings, etc., everything is either in the box below or you can whip over to my page at the Aussie Goddess and you'll find everything on my page, pinned to the top of the page. All right, let's get straight into your reading here today. Okay, beautiful. Six of Pentacles coming straight out of the gate. All right, Six of Pentacles, the card of equal distribution. This is a card that tells me that you are either considering how to work with somebody else or you are looking at trying to manifest with the universe. The Six of Pentacles really gives rise to that whole what you put in, you get out thing. Not that that always works that way, because sometimes we put in a lot of energy for very little in return, which of course turns toxic. So the idea of equal give and take, of course, is that you have a healthy relationship with things, anything, including with people. In the picture, we see the guy not really spreading the wealth very well there because he's feeding one person and not the other. So sometimes we can become very accepting of being breadcrumbed or people giving more to others than they give to us. And that is not about equal give and take. But sometimes we're just happy to receive, which is not really very healthy. But in this card, I see that something's got to change here. Taurus, you may be in a relationship where you are putting in a lot of energy and the person you're dealing with is not. Now, this doesn't have to be necessarily romantic. It could be a friendship, a family member. But for me, this means that you're putting a lot of energy into something for very little return. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here. There is this energy, though, that something has to change or this is just going to break down. It can't keep going the way you're trying to get it to go. So there's very much this energy of waking up to something here with the Death card. All right, so we have the King of Swords here. I feel that you're in this energy where you're starting to understand your own power in this situation. Maybe you've got jack of it. Maybe you're starting to understand that this isn't really bringing you what you want. This situation may be holding you back from what you want because you're taking on this energy. Rightio, so we have the Moon card here, Ten of Cups, right. So what I'm feeling here is I'm feeling for some reason that perhaps this is not the first time you've got yourself into a situation here in a relationship where you feel that you're putting everything in and the other person's not really doing what their part. I feel that this has happened more than once, but I feel really like you've come into that King of Swords energy this time and it's like you just don't want to deal with it anymore. So you're starting to see a pattern of putting up with breadcrumbing or putting up with situations that aren't really good for you or do not serve you. Now, I feel like very, very strongly here that you are taking action this time. You are really starting to use your brain rather than going with your heart. So maybe you're a person who previously was very generous, loving, kind, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when that overtakes your intelligence or your instinct and intuition, then it becomes a problem. And we talk about having this balance here. So if you're constantly investing in something and not getting anything back, you're not bringing this healthy balance in, which is so important in your life. Now, I feel like for some of you, this has been a repeating pattern and you're about to close down some sort of cycle here and learn that by doing that, you can work with the universe more effectively. So it is a way to understand that when you close down patterns, you're higher vibrating. All right, so we have the Chariot coming through. This is the card of Cancer. The Chariot talks about forward movement, but it's about having opposing forces in... Sorry, I'm getting caught up in the message. It's about having everything moving in the right direction. It's about having your opposing forces moving in the same direction. It's about understanding that if you've got two different directions, because it can signify there's some choice in going forward, but it also means that you need to have your sphinxes moving in the same direction. You can't have a chariot going if the two animals that are pulling it are going against each other. So there is something here that you have been working on for some time in regards to understanding how to use your power effectively. So if we look at this as yin and yang, action, not action, non-action, heart overhead, those sort of energies there, then we see that perhaps somehow or another you're getting confused. Maybe you've always been taught to give, and now you're finding out that when you give all the time, you don't get back. Because somebody may have told you to just keep giving. It's a recipe for toxic relationships. But I feel like you're starting to understand this energy and you're pulling it in now. Knight of Pentacles coming through here. Here you are coming out in your own reading. King of Pentacles and the Justice card. You really are starting to understand this now. The one thing that's really beautiful about these four cards is look at all the yellow energy. When I see a lot of energy that's yellow in the cards, I know that your solar plexus is being stimulated here. Solar plexus is where you feel your intuition. It's sort of your gut area. And what I see here more than anything is you starting to understand here how to go with the flow, but not giving more than you should be expecting back. So it's also about you understanding that it's okay to accept back. It's okay to take back. It doesn't always mean that you have to keep giving. All right, so King of Cups coming through. You've got a Cancer energy coming through very strongly here. Pisces energy coming through very strongly, and a conflict. So you're now trying to manifest. Either you're trying to bring a situation around so it moves into a more healthy energy. So you may be working on your current relationship by pulling back a little bit and not giving so much, or knowing how to accept things back. So there may be some negotiation going on in this particular situation. For others of you, you're realizing that perhaps you've done something again, and because you've been cycling, you actually may choose to move on here. But there's very much this energy of making a choice and this mental conflict to bring things back into balance. But for some of you, you're ready to work on what you've got. For some of you, this may be a father or a parent figure that you're dealing with here. But you're starting to understand. See, there's more yellow here. So you're starting to understand how to use or how to listen to your intuition. It's really nice energy. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups coming in over the King of Cups, which is very interesting. The Three of Wands, more yellow coming through here, with the Fool card, which is yellow again. Taking a leap of faith. So a lot of yellow in this reading. There is very much this energy of learning how to accept back, how to receive. How to receive is so important. I do see the King and Queen of Cups, so I feel like somehow or another here, either you are moving towards a relationship that's much more balanced with a person, because you're taking a leap of faith here. So maybe these situations here in the past maybe have gone, maybe you're no longer dealing with this, but you've learned the lesson now to put it into a new relationship. And this new situation that you will go into will really flourish by this energy. But you're sort of letting go of this keep investing. You're looking now for someone who's loving and generous back again. You're not looking for the same type of person because you've learned this lesson. All right, let's see where we're up to. So there is something here you've learned about equal give and take. Could have been in a current relationship, but I feel like you've cycled this for some time. There's an energy here that you're understanding you need to change something. I see you looking at this from a very different perspective, but you're taking action here. So you're definitely deciding that you don't want to do it anymore. I feel like some of this energy is unknown to you. It's almost like you are learning something about yourself here. You are starting to turn the energy inward to study who you are. I feel like there may have been some sort of parental influence on this, and you're starting to realize it's come from deep within, something that you've been taught and socialized with. But I do see you getting some sort of information here, because you're moving into this Ten of Cups energy, and I feel like here you're putting something behind you and you're starting to move into this new energy, this much more balanced energy, I want to say. Much more, it's like you've refined yourself. You're starting to understand your intuition. You know you want new love here, because I can see two people coming through, and that's what I'm going to clarify, because I feel this is, without those two cards here, have a look at all the yellow. I'll put them out so you can see all the yellow cards. That's the only one that's not yellow. So there's very much this energy, even in the Justice card, like there's yellow at the top. So it's like you've been understanding how to trust yourself, how you've learned to trust your intuition. You're really standing in your power here, and you're manifesting with the Magician. And I feel like you're manifesting a new relationship. So if you have a look at these cards, the colours in them are more balanced. I mean, we do still see yellow, but not to the extent we see it in this learning. So I feel like you're bringing in a new relationship here, something that will give you back what you put in. Okay, what have we got? We've got the Page of Wands with the Temperance. Yeah, you found balance. Beautiful. And you're walking away from things that no longer serve you. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Towards your Ten of Cups. All right. So I feel like here that you are ready for new love, and I feel like new love is coming in here. I feel like there's some sort of, I guess, communication coming through here for you to understand how to move forward, because you've brought yourself into balance here. Both these cards talk about walking away from past experiences, walking away from lessons learned, understanding how to pull yourself back into yourself, because you're moving towards the Ten of Cups here. So what that says to me is all this learning here that you've done has helped you to understand how to reciprocate, how to receive, how to have a relationship that is built in love, generosity, kindness. And I feel like you're about to find your person here because of these lessons you've learned. What a beautiful reading. All right, Taurus, let's have a look where we're up to. Let's pull you an oracle card. Hey, there it is. New supportive connections. Very nice. To do with people. Card 8. This is about networking opportunities. A man and a woman are enjoying an art class in a lovely environment. This card brings you increased connections with new people of like mind and heart. So I guess this is what you're doing here. Some of you may be joining an art class and meeting someone here. Okay. Now is a good time to engage in activities that will bring you together with others in a more meaningful and profound way. Perhaps you could organise a meditation group, take some classes in a field that interests you, or join a book club, bowling league, writers group, or anything else that genuinely calls to you. There's a beneficial energetic momentum that comes from your actions in this regard. As you pursue more paths of personal interest, you forge intentions in the energetic realm that are bound to pay off in real time. The new connections you make in this type of network could bring jobs, opportunities, love, happiness, and more financial success. Start investigating the many ways you can put yourself out there and network. Expand your interests and experiences as you connect with kindred others. The potential for joy will increase in your life as you manage magnetic energy. So maybe for some of you, this is looking for somebody in a very different way to what you've met people before. But I feel like this person is definitely going to reciprocate that love you want so much. I will leave you with that. Thanks, Taurus.